Right now, I think we're all looking for a straightforward side hustle that actually works. And ever since I started my Amazon reselling business, I've been able to sell over $7 million buying products from retail stores like TJ Maxx and other online websites. But a lot of people want to know what it's actually like to be an Amazon seller for a day. So today I'm going to take you on a ride along. We're going to go to TJ Maxx and we're going to try to find some products to sell on Amazon together. And to make it even more realistic, I'm going to put myself on what I like to call the lunch break challenge. So from the minute I step in to the minute I step out, I have 40 minutes. So you could realistically go out to TJ Maxx and get back to work on time. And by the end of this video, you'll see how much profit we were able to make, and you'll know exactly how to go out and find some products of your own. But that is more than enough yapping, because our hypothetical lunch break is ticking, so let's see what we can find. All right, so I want to start by hitting the clearance section here. This tends to be where you can find a lot of just like easy base hits. So I'm going to set you guys right there. And so tactically, what I'm looking for when we get into these stores is to just pull out my phone and start pulling up things that, in our case, we wanted to start with clearance. So let's go ahead and start with that. When we scan these products on the SellerAmp app, which you guys can try for free down below, we can see exactly how fast this item sells, what all the reviews are on Amazon, and then of course, how much profit we would make if we sold it. So here's the first thing I just grabbed off the shelf here. This is going for 59 bucks on Amazon. As you can see, it only sells 2 times a month, so probably not super worth it. Usually I'm looking for 30 to 50 as a minimum, but you do see, like, plugging in our $13 cost that is on this clearance item, this would be a $30 profit. It just obviously sells very slow. So you could figure out if that's worth it to you. I'm probably going to pass on this just because that sales volume, but we definitely want to keep going, and I'm going to be talking out my process as we're looking at all these products. So let's just go ahead and start scanning. Anytime you guys see like these red, like, clearance stickers, that can be a good opportunity. And just because it's at a discount store, a lot of the other stuff in the store is going to be good as well, but I like to start here. So like, this is the first item I looked at, right? The clearance stickers at 13 bucks, price on Amazon is 17. So plugging that in, you can see we would lose 3 bucks. Not super interested in doing that. So let's keep on scanning here. And a lot of times I'll start looking for like similar brands, maybe just stuff I haven't seen before. So something like this is interesting. This is going for 25 bucks on Amazon. The clearance sticker on this is at $4. I don't know if you can see that. What's interesting though is I don't ever see the price moving on this. And I also don't see any new offer count movement. So you see how it's always like one seller. So that's interesting. Although I do see that the review count has been going up. So you see how it's increasing in the number of reviews. That means people have to be buying this product. The data is a little weird on this. Weird example to start with, but really good profit to start with, since this is 4 bucks into 25. So that's going to start us off with an $11 profit right there. Let's see what else we can find. That also makes me wonder if there's going to be more of this like Asian beauty stuff that might be profitable here today. Let's try this. You kind of get a feel for what products are good to scan over time, but honestly, I just recommend scanning as much as possible. It's like, this is for 50. You guys can see on the cost price box right there, all of the fees are being included, by the way. So this is after shipping, after sales tax, and after we actually factor in Amazon's fees. Even though in this case, we don't necessarily need to be paying sales tax if you have a resale permit, but I'll put myself on hard mode just so you guys can get a really good example, making sure you're actually making profit. So let's see, here's like another one of these like Asian beauty type products. So nothing's found here. Whenever you see that, it usually just means that product is not even listed on Amazon to begin with. So we can just keep going here. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. This is 10 bucks in TJ Maxx right now. We can sell it for $29. I see there is several third-party sellers on this, which tells me that it's probably at least mostly reseller friendly. Let's see. Okay, so the brand's name is on this. So the brand of this product is Bondi Boost. They also sell on this listing. Sometimes that can make me like not want to sell that product if they like don't want other resellers on the listing. In this case, I see plenty of other resellers on it and the profit's pretty good. So I might take a chance on this one, especially since, yeah, I see there's another one back up here on the shelf as well. And I'm seeing on this buy box analysis, so this pie chart is showing me everyone that's been making sales on this product. And it looks 9 hours ago, someone with less than 100 feedback made a sale. Just now, someone with 100 feedback. So lots of other like third-party small sellers like us are making sales as well. So let's go ahead and add these to the cart as well. It's another 2 of those, so that's another 16 bucks in profit. Pretty good start so far. In terms of what products I like to scan, I'm usually looking for things that can maybe justify like a higher price. So some of these are like shampoos and stuff. Hand soap is probably not going to justify being sold for a super high price. We could still check it, but I'm usually focusing on things like those more expensive serums and that kind of thing that might have a better chance of actually being profitable. Let's see. Well, am I immediately wrong about this soap? I would love to immediately be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, so this is an 18 ounce right here. We can buy it for 6 and it's going for 21. Actually selling over 1,000 times a month. So we're definitely going to grab all those. And these are going to be 4 bucks profit each. So we got another 12 bucks in the cart there. Let's see. So they have some of these other scents as well. well. So definitely want to check those out now. So yeah, this one, for example, another $6 buy cost, going for 21 on Amazon. We can see there's like plenty of sellers happening. So you guys see the buy box pie chart being shared between plenty of other small sellers like us. So we can go ahead and grab those as well. So those are $5 each. There's 1, 2, 3 on the shelf right there. So there's another 15 bucks. Let's keep scanning, see what else they got. So they got a bunch of these like green ones here. Obviously, whenever they have like a bunch of something, I always want to check that first. If you're doing this on your lunch break or something like that, it's a good place to focus. And ooh, okay, this one could be really interesting. So this is $5 on clearance right there, and it's actually $30 on Amazon. So let's see if there's some kind of a catch here. This is going for, yeah, so Amazon's been on it the whole time. Review count increasing pretty consistently, but we could probably undercut Amazon on this. And then right here on the shelf, you guys can see there's a whole bunch of these. See, 220-ish or so. So that'd be pretty interesting. If we do find that we're able to undercut Amazon, that'd be good to test. Typically, you can't compete with Amazon unless you undercut their pricing, kind of their playground, they'll hog the sales. But on something like this, since we have so much wiggle room to actually go and lower the prices, like what happens if we have to sell this for $20 under Amazon? We're still over doubling our money. And on the shelf, there's 18, 20 or so. So let's just call it 15. Even if we have to lower our cost by 30% in this case, and that's still gonna be pretty good. That's still like $100 in profit sitting on the shelf right there. So we definitely want to go ahead and pick all these up here. So off to a really good start. I got, what's that, 10 minutes on the raw recording up there, and we're already up to 150 or so in profit. Pretty good. Let's keep it rolling. I see these like anti-theft things obviously means that they think they sell for a little bit more. So I like scanning these as well. Even if we do gotta sit at checkout for a second, let them take all those off. Let's see, this one's not one to scan. Sometimes if the product is not scanning, you can also use this magnifying glass in the bottom right corner, and SellerAmp, which is the app I'm using to source, can like AI analyze these products and maybe find a matching listing on Amazon. So like this one, ultra hydrating face cream. Actually, this could be a perfect example. Let's see. This is a 2.5 ounce, and yeah, this is a 2.5 ounce in my hand. We're buying this for, yeah, $10. It's going for 45 on Amazon. Is the brand on it? Trilogy. Yeah, okay, dang. So we have to stay away from this. Whenever it's just the brand selling on a listing, you want to avoid that because it's well within their right to remove you from that listing. We want to stick to things where we can see other third-party sellers having success. So let's go ahead and check and see some of these other ones here. Like this one, for example, we can buy it for, what is it, 13? Actually, yeah, this could be really good. Seeing plenty of third-party sellers on it. Who's on it right now? That is some random third-party seller, as you guys can see there. And yeah, these are definitely coming home with me. Yeah, so these are almost $30 profit each. So we got $60 in profit on our hands right here. I don't know about you guys. I used to work a whole day for this. Definitely got to get after this online money here. And by the way, for those of you guys that have looked into selling on Amazon before, you've probably seen like the ungating process, like actually getting approved to sell these brands. I'm going to show you guys that in full detail when we get back from the store. So let's keep it going. Let's check these things. These have been pretty good for us. On this like Clinique, $12. Amazon's on it a lot. This could be a difficult thing to ungate as well. So we could always check on the Amazon seller app to see if you are actually approved to sell these brands. So that'd be a good thing to look into as well. If you're like a brand new person, you're just curious about what you can actually sell. And there's also a ton of things that are auto approved for beginners right from the get-go. So I know the comment section's already probably full of that, but I'm also going to be showing you guys a way to auto ungate a bunch of brands for free again when we get back to the computer. But let's see how much we can make with our budget today before we get after it. And let's see, we got another potential winner here. Says $10 on the red tag here. Yeah, plenty of third-party sellers, $5 profit. We're definitely gonna go ahead and pick that up as well. So let's keep on going here. I see more of this Asian beauty stuff that's been working well for us. And let's see, okay, this one's interesting. So the sales rank on this is super high. Usually I'm looking for the best sellers rank to be in the top like 2% or so. This is top 6%, so it's not the fastest seller. We can buy it for $6 though, so the profit would be over double. And the new offer count, do you see how it went down from 4 to 3 recently? That means that most likely someone made a sale on this listing and ended up selling out. Plus we also have FBA sellers on this listing, which when you're selling on Amazon, you can either FBA things, ship them to the warehouse, and then the warehouse ships them to the customers, or we ship straight to the customers ourselves. And what you'll tend to see is FBA products are more so worth it after you've seen that it actually sells, because you don't want to pay Amazon fees to store the product if it's not actually going to sell. So the fact that these are all FBA sellers on this listing tells me that maybe one of them proved that it did already sell. And given how much profit we have on this, I kind of like this item. Let's see, there's 2 of these on the shelf down here. So you guys maybe let me know if you disagree with me in the comments, but to me, there's always room. Like we could lower our price to $20 if we have to, and we're still doubling up on this. And at the current price, we're doing pretty good. So I'm gonna grab those as well. Let's see. Oh, and we got another one of these $30 bills hiding from us again down here. That's the nice part, is when you get into a flow, you start checking a lot of these stores, you'll start seeing the same products start popping up again. So this would be something to be on the lookout for if you start hitting other stores for yourself, basically. See, here we got another kind of interesting one. It is 550 on the shelf. Profit is a little bit low for sure. Sells a little bit slow. Let me know what you guys think on this. I'm probably gonna pass there. Let's see. You also see some of these here. They've got a bunch of these down here, so I'd be definitely interested if there is some profit on this. Let's see. That one's got the barcode all covered up. We can use the AI photo analysis, but ideally, yeah, we can see a barcode sticking out like that. And let's see. Yes, this is 12 bucks. All kinds of alerts on here. Let's make sure they're not actually a problem. Amazon's been on this for quite a while. They've been the only person on this. We're buying for 12. It is a double up. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the shelf. You guys are attached to my cart. Don't have the cameraman today, so hard to pan down there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to sell these for 35 bucks. So if we lower this to 30 and undercut Amazon, we're still making $8 per unit. But at that point, Amazon might follow you down. It really depends on the listing. And especially on this one, we can see a history of them like being willing to drop the price to like even 21 bucks where it would not be interesting. So this would probably be a pass for me. You guys let me know in the comments if you disagree with me on that. But obviously everyone's looking for different things there. And let's keep the party going here. Let's see, here's one that's looking interesting. Scanned it at 9 sales a month. Definitely not a crazy mover. We're buying it for 550, sells for 19. So it is a double up. Is the brand on it? Yeah, brand's on it. So even if we wanted to take a risk, we cannot. In terms of taking a risk on the slower sellers, let's keep on moving down here and see what else we can find. Scanned that whole little section there and pulled out what, 180 or so in profit. Not too bad from one little section of the aisle here. Let's also try scanning this product. I'm also curious on this guy right here. I've never seen this brand before, and the barcode is covered up, so I'm going to use the AI image search again on SellerAmp. Let's see, it's going for 13. Environmental shield. Okay, these are interesting. So like 32, some of these are like $90 in this brand. Do you see how all these things we're scrolling past has one seller on it? It probably means it is sold by the brand. So yeah, plugging in that $13 cost here, it would be good, but the brand is on it, I believe. Yeah. So sometimes these could also be good for selling on Walmart or eBay if you sell in those other marketplaces. This one in particular, it's probably not selling for significantly more than we have it here for that to be interesting. If it's like a crazy high profit and you can't sell it on Amazon, then it's worth selling other places. But you'll typically find that Amazon tends to be the best places to sell most of this stuff, just in terms of volume and how many people are on the platform, profit-wise, that kind of thing. So let's see, this section of clearance definitely has a little bit less stuff, but you can still check it out. Let's see, Benefit has been a pretty good brand. I've sold some of this. You'll start to recognize like brands that you have sourced before become good things to come back to. Let's see, this is just like a toner or something. It'd be difficult. That kind of falls into those like product categories where it's difficult for it to be selling for a ton, at least from what I've seen. Maybe some of you guys know a little bit more about like makeup than I do, obviously, but I could be crazy there. Yeah, let's see, some of these like masks, again, not something I've found a ton of success on. Tends to be a little bit too cheap on Amazon, and there's also some weird brands, but no reason not to check it out. And yeah, checking a couple of these here, finding stuff like this on screen. Maybe it's sold like once ever. It's only gone for $8. Probably not. So we got one more section of clearance, and then I want to check some of the other areas in the store as well, obviously. Let's see, some of these, I don't know, interesting looking packaging here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, not a crazy fast seller, going for 550 and sells for 27. You can see a couple of those sales rank drops recently. So you see how the green line has been dropping recently. Those are actual sales on Amazon. So you don't know, I might check out something like this. So here's another one, sells 12 times a month. We're buying it for 10, so it'd only be a couple bucks. I'm gonna put that one back. Here's another one of these that's pretty similar to that one that was just good. See, okay, this one's showing a -1 penny as a sale price. What that means is that no one is selling it currently. So like this, it actually used to sell for 23. We can see on the charts, plugging in our cost. Yeah, there's another $5 bill, so we're gonna grab that as well. All right, so pretty much checked out most of these here. For full transparency, we're 30 minutes into the recording, and we got another kind of interesting one here. It's going for 550 on clearance. Another one of these that doesn't have an estimated sales, but the new offer count has been dropping recently, so that means it has to have been selling. So plugging in 550, these go for 25. So these are gonna be another 11 bucks after fees and everything. Let's finish up this aisle here at 200-ish or so. Like I said, 30 minutes, so not too bad at all. A couple of these familiar brands I've seen before, just like anything advertised can be good, since obviously they're doing the work to make people want to go buy this stuff on Amazon, and we're just providing it to the customers. Let's see, here's another one with some potential, I think. Yeah, going for $4. It only sells 8 times a month, sells for 15 bucks, 350 profit. Let's see, the new offer count went from 15 to 14 recently, but overall that new offer count's been going up pretty consistently. So since it only sells that slow and it's not even a double up in terms of our money, I'm gonna pass on that as well. And then you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but down here on the bottom shelf, they have some of these like bigger sets and stuff. I've found some good stuff on these beauty sections and stuff, especially. Let's see, like here's a set. Okay, this could be good. Is the brand on it? In World Beauty, Selling Express? No, this is Lucetta brand. These are 16 $15 each, and they're actually going for 50. So this is gonna be a pretty good product, to be honest. There's 2 of these down here, so we wanna go ahead and get that. That's gonna be another $30 in profit from the aisle here. And then I also see these down here, mostly out of curiosity. Oh, interesting. Okay, these could be super interesting because we're dealing with some higher price stuff here. This is going for $89 in store, goes for $200 on Amazon. Amazon's all over it. Have we ever had any third-party sellers on this? We have, and they sold out, but that was a while ago. Let's see, like all-time buy box. Some of these people were able to get the buy box even while Amazon was on the listing. You guys see how they were able to undercut them back in the past? A little bit hard to see, but you can see by like at the pie chart that they were able actually to make sales at the same price Amazon was. And there's 3 of these down here. So I would probably go ahead and pick these up, to be honest, especially since they're like this profitable. What if we have to lower our price to 180 to make sales? I see some third-party sellers had to sell at like 180. Somebody had to sell it at 170. It's like the cheapest they had to sell it. Even then it would be like a $43 profit. So I kind of like these, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and grab these here. These are gonna be, let's just conservatively call these like a $55 profit each, assuming we have to sell these at 180, but I'm thinking we'll probably be able to sell them closer to 200. So very good find here. That's gonna be another like 150, $200 in profit. So honestly, just this one clearance section here, pretty fruitful, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna keep scanning stuff off camera. I'll show you guys if I find anything crazy, but if not, next time you see me, we'll be back at the computer and I'll show you how to get all this stuff ungated and how to actually sell this stuff on Amazon, since obviously we don't make the money just filling up a cart at TJ Maxx. All right, and so now that we're back, we also need to get ungated to sell these things like we were just talking about. So let's go ahead and jump into the computer, because before you sell any products on Amazon, you have to get approved to sell those brands for the most part. But there's also just an easy button you can click to start, which is doing the bulk ungating option on Boxem. You can basically upload a huge list of products and check and see which you can get approved to sell. What I'd really suggest from the get-go is just to click this suggested ASINs button right here. That's going to check a list of a bunch of brands that are typically a higher success rate for new sellers to get auto approved to sell. It's going to check up to 5 brands per second. So you can see so far for me, it's checked about 20 of these brands. And so these are going to be brands that it went in and basically was able to prove that you're able to auto ungate these products, or you were already ungated to sell them. These would be brands that you have to use an invoice to get ungated to sell, which is probably what you'll see on a lot of products that you do end up scanning in store, which, by the way, if you want to quickly, after you already were at the store, just go ahead and check and see which brands you might be able to get auto ungated to sell. Pretty cool. You can go into the history of your SellerAmp account and see, like, I'm looking at some of those products we scanned at the store today, and I can see, like, for example, let's see if I'm approved to sell like this one. Let's grab this ASIN right here. I don't remember if this was one of our profitable products. Let's check it. So this would be gated. So this would be something where we need to go and get an invoice for that. So it's honestly a perfect example. Now, if a product is gated, it does not mean you can't sell it, right? It just means you need to go ahead and buy that product somewhere that you can get a legitimate invoice, right? So if I Google this product, I can see that we can get it at like Ulta for $15, like normal price. So if we wanted to get approved to sell this brand, we could just buy 10 of these from Ulta and then submit this invoice to Amazon for approval, right? The reason why we need to buy things online to get approved and we can't use the invoices from in-store is that Amazon wants to see our address on that invoice to prove that we actually bought that product and we're actually allowed to sell it, basically. But just comparing your history to the Boxem auto ungate trigger can be super helpful, because let's say you just go out for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, learn the basics. You don't even end up buying anything. You can just come back and plug in a bunch of ASINs that you scanned from your history and see which were already auto approved to sell. So for example, like one of these toy products we were looking at, I plugged in and we were able to say, hey, we're already auto ungated to sell that product. And again, all this means is you were either already approved to sell the brand, or Boxem just applied on your behalf and got you approved for free. And then once you're actually approved to sell these brands via the standard process or Boxem auto ungating, to actually make the sales on the products that you want to sell, you can either FBM those items, aka just shipping them right to the customer, or you can FBA those products, which means boxing them all up and shipping them off to the warehouse. But I have super detailed videos breaking down both of those processes to actually make those sales. So let me know down below if you guys have any questions about the sourcing process. Make sure you grab 2-week free trials of SellerAmp and Boxem down below so you can get started. And then if you want to see how that process of actually getting these products shipped off to Amazon FBA and finally sold works, you can click this video right here.